5 skills you need to learn before moving to Australia. Hi guys, my name is Neha and welcome back to my channel. Before we move into this video, I want to give you a little bit of background about me. I moved to Australia when I was 18, 10 years ago. I had no friends, no family, no support at all, and I was trying to figure it out by myself. And I know everyone talks about the visa and paperwork, but people do not talk about this basic skills that we need to survive in Australia. Fast forward to today, I've been working as a registered nurse for past 5 years and hold an Australian citizenship. If I could go back to my 18-year-old self and give some advice, it would be this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 skills you definitely need before moving to Australia and practical things you can start doing today. Okay, let's talk about skill number 1, communication skills. Okay, I really need you to listen to this one because this is where people really struggle. People think that they have passed their IELTS, PTE, and they are able to communicate in English, so they should be fine. But the reality is, real-life communication is so different to the written exams we give, and the Australian accent here is so strong that it is really difficult to navigate what they're trying to say. I remember when I got my first job, all I used to say is, "Sorry, can you repeat it again? I'm sorry, I didn't understand." And it's really frustrating because back home I got 7 each band in IELTS, and here I could not yet understand what the other person was trying to tell me. And little by little did I know it really knocked my confidence down because I could not understand what the other person was trying to say, and I could not convey what I was trying to say to them because of my accent, my confidence issues, and it was just taking a toll on me. Now, what you actually need is to be able to speak in English. You do not need to worry about your grammar. You need to just be able to tell the other person what you're trying to say. Next thing is small talk. This is huge in Australia. If you are able to strike a conversation with someone and last it for 1 to 2 minutes, this is going to be very helpful to make a long-lasting impression of you and have the person in your favor. Now, practical things you can do is to watch Australian YouTubers so that you can pick on their accent. You can listen to podcasts daily. Next thing is talk to yourself in the mirror so that you know how you speak and how you look and how nervous you are when you're talking to someone else. And the last thing I would suggest is to record yourself so that you can hear back how you are speaking. I know this might sound like a very small thing, but your confidence in communication will open you so many different opportunities in Australia and make your stay more easy. Second skill I'm going to talk about is driving skill. People underestimate this skill so much, I just don't understand why. Australia is not like back home. Everything is far. There is not everything in walking distance. It's very scorching hot. And even though the public transport system here is pretty good compared to back home, but you cannot solely rely on public transport if you want to grab better opportunities. The best advice I can give you is learn driving back home because driving lessons are very expensive. It's $50 to $60 per hour to start with. So at least if you know how to drive, you can come here, get a second-hand car, and then so many opportunities that are not just near you or accessible to public transport. Okay, the third skill might surprise you, but it's the swimming skill. Australia has a lot of beautiful beaches. And it's very scary if you don't know how to swim and if you're going to the beaches. Like, unfortunately, we lose a lot of international students every year to Australian beaches because they don't know how to swim. And swimming can also help you socialize and expand your social circle because you'll be invited to beach parties, pool parties, barbecues. So if you don't know how to swim, you will definitely feel left out. And I feel like it is a very basic survival skill to have here in Australia. I did not know how to swim and I took my classes here and it was quite expensive. It took me a lot of time and I really wish I knew how to swim when I was back home. Also, swimming in Australia is not just a skill, it is a safety. Let's talk about skill number 4, budgeting. Yes, Australia pays well compared to Asian countries. However, if you're going to make money, you should be able to manage it and know where you're spending it. When I first came here, I had no knowledge of budgeting whatsoever. I was making money, I was not tracking money, spending a lot of money on food, groceries, because I had a lot of freedom and I could buy whatever. But when the time came to pay my university fees, I was really struggling because I was not able to save the money I was making. So I really suggest you to have some budgeting tools and budgeting skills, have like basic knowledge about money, how to have a savings account. You can have two savings accounts. You track your money, track your income, track your expenses, because at the end of the day, it's not about how much you earn, it's about how well you manage it. And let's talk about the last skill now, and it's the household skills. Yes, in Australia, you do everything by yourself. You do not have a maid, house help, or anyone bossing you around. So you're responsible for your cooking, cleaning, laundry, everything. One of the most common problems I see with the international student is that they don't know how to cook. And because of that, they're spending a lot of money in takeout meals or eating outside. And eventually you just get bored of outside food as well. And it's not healthy for a long run. So if you know how to cook, it's gonna come in very, very handy for you. And these are the normal basic life skills that you will need to survive, like cooking, cleaning. These are all the normal skills you need to have to be a sane person here. Because at the end of the day, independent is not aesthetic, it is discipline. So guys, these were the 5 skills that you really need to survive here in Australia. And the best part is, now that you know all these 5 skills, you can start learning them today. So if you are planning to move to Australia, don't just prepare the documents, but also learn these skills. So if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment Australia in the comment section. I would love to hear your story.